Breaking news: if you're a blue badge holder or know someone who is, you'll want to pay very close attention. While the blue badge offers significant parking advantages to people with disabilities or serious health conditions, whether physical, mental, or hidden, the benefits don't come without strict rules, and breaking those rules could result in a penalty of up to £1,000, along with the possible confiscation of your badge. So today, we're uncovering the full list of 11 places where parking is strictly off limits for blue badge holders, even if your disability qualifies you for a badge. Misunderstanding or ignoring these rules could land you in serious trouble. To begin, let's briefly understand what the blue badge is and what it's meant for. The Blue Badge Scheme is a national initiative that helps people with mobility issues, whether from a physical disability, a neurological condition like Parkinson's, or hidden disabilities such as autism or dementia, park closer to their destination. This can make a world of difference in day-to-day life. A valid blue badge allows the holder, whether they're driving or a passenger, to park in disabled bays for free and to access areas that would typically be off-limits to regular drivers. It may also exempt the user from certain parking charges and restrictions, such as time limits at parking meters or pay and display zones. In some cases, blue badge holders may even qualify for road tax exemption, though that depends on specific eligibility criteria. But here's what many people don't realize: the blue badge is not a free pass to park anywhere. Yes, it brings privileges, but those privileges come with clear limitations. Depending on where you are, in the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, parking rules may differ slightly, so it's essential to check local regulations. The government has made it very clear on gov.uk that misuse of a blue badge is considered a criminal offence, and that doesn't just apply to people who fake a disability or copy a badge. It includes genuine holders who park in prohibited zones. So let's dive into the 11 specific places where blue badge parking is not allowed, no matter your condition, and regardless of whether your badge is valid and visible. No loading or unloading zones. These areas are marked by yellow curb dashes, and blue badge holders are not permitted to park here. These restrictions exist to maintain safety and traffic flow, and they override blue badge concessions. Resident permit bays or spaces reserved for specific users, even though it may look like a normal parking bay, if the space is reserved for residents only, or designated as a loading bay, your blue badge does not grant you access. Pedestrian crossings and zigzag markings. Parking near or on pedestrian crossings, including zebra, pelican, puffin, and toucan crossings, is strictly forbidden. Zigzag lines around crossings indicate areas where stopping is dangerous and could obstruct visibility for pedestrians. Clearways, no stopping zones. These are marked by signs, and parking is prohibited at all times. Your badge does not allow you to stop or park on a clearway, no matter the reason. Bus stops during operating hours. Parking at a bus stop clearway when it's in use is another big no-no. These areas need to remain accessible for buses to safely pull over and pick up passengers. Urban clearways, similar to standard clearways, these apply during set hours and are enforced to manage congestion in busy areas. You may be allowed to drop someone off quickly, but parking is completely prohibited during these hours. School keep clear zones. These yellow zigzag zones, outside schools, are designed to protect children's safety and must remain unobstructed during restricted times. Parking here, even briefly, can lead to serious penalties. Bus lanes, tramways, and cycle tracks. Blue badge holders are not allowed to drive or park in designated bus or cycle lanes during their operational hours. These lanes are vital for public transport and cyclist safety. Roads with double white lines. If the road has double white lines down the center, even if one line is broken, you are not allowed to park or even stop your vehicle. These markings are there to protect traffic flow and visibility. Suspended parking bays. Sometimes, parking bays are temporarily suspended for events, construction, or other reasons. If a bay is marked as suspended, blue badge holders must not park there, even if it's normally a disabled space. Temporary no parking zones with cones or signs during emergencies or special events. Temporary restrictions might be introduced. These are often marked with cones or temporary signage. Blue badge rules are not exempt from these. Now, even in areas where you can legally park with a blue badge, there are guidelines you must follow. First, make sure your badge is clearly displayed on the dashboard or fascia panel of your car. The front of the badge, not the side with your photo, must face upward and be easily readable through the windscreen. The hologram should be visible and intact. If any information is faded or hard to read, you could receive a fine, even if you're parked legally. Also, while blue badge holders are generally allowed to park on single or double yellow lines for up to 3 hours, this only applies if there are no loading restrictions in place. You'll need to display a parking clock to show the time you arrived. It's also worth mentioning that the blue badge scheme applies mostly to on-street parking. When it comes to off-street car parks, such as those at supermarkets, shopping malls, or hospitals, different rules might apply. These private facilities can enforce their own regulations even if they offer designated disabled spaces. That means it's your responsibility to check signs and rules posted on site before assuming you're in the clear. Blue badges are issued by your local authority and are usually valid for up to 3 years. Misusing a badge, lending it to someone else, or failing to return it when no longer needed are all serious violations that can lead to prosecution. And with local councils increasingly cracking down on fraud and improper use, it's more important than ever to follow the rules to the letter. Remember, the blue badge scheme exists to help people who genuinely need it. Abusing the system, even unintentionally, not only puts you at risk of fines, but also undermines the integrity of the program and affects those who truly rely on it. So to recap, if you're a blue badge holder, stay informed and vigilant. Avoid parking in prohibited zones like resident bays, red routes, school markings, and loading restricted areas. Always double-check signs, keep your badge clearly visible, and never assume your badge gives you unlimited freedom. By staying within the rules, you'll keep yourself and others safe from fines, legal trouble, and unnecessary hassle. If you found this video helpful and want to stay updated on more essential driving tips, road rules, and mobility-related updates, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. That way, you'll never miss another important update that could save you money, time, or even your license. Thanks for watching, and drive safe.